We get this question all the time on what type of email sequences should you have? Should they be automated? It's a constant question we get from advisors, and we help a lot of them set up their sequences for their practices. And essentially, we philosophically believe that there should be three sequences that you set up, three sequences that should be automated that go out from your email system, whether it be MailChimp, HubSpot, Pardot, our system, other email systems, etc. The first of which is a form fill sequence. So essentially, if someone fills out a contact form on your site or looks to book a Calendly link, you should have an automated email sequence that goes out to them, particularly if someone fills out a contact form on your site because they haven't necessarily booked directly on your calendar yet. If someone fills out a form fill on your site, you should have an automated sequence that hits them with at least 3 emails. We don't recommend usually going over 4 because that could just get to a place where they just ignore you completely. But essentially the first one, it would go out right after they fill out the form. That's a clear call to action and book a meeting, right? That's the filling out a contact form on the site is pretty much the lowest funnel action someone could take on your website as a financial advisor. So getting to a place where they fill out that form, you're going to hit them with an email, getting them to book a meeting right away. That comes out within like 5 minutes after they fill out that form. Then within that sequence, say they don't click the book the meeting link, then you would hit them with another email. And that second email would be something along the lines of explaining your value prop as a financial advisor, how you work with clients. So something related to branded content, talking about your services, but still giving the call to action to book an actual meeting at the end of that email. And then the third email, if they don't actually book the meeting link, would drive to more value add content. So that's something to be like the biggest questions we're getting from our clients or partners, and covering those big questions in the actual email, still leading a call to action to actually book that meeting, but you're kind of leading more with the big FAQs and the big questions that you're getting as an advisor. So first of which is a form fill sequence that you can develop and set for automated outreach after someone fills out something on your site. The second automated workflow we recommend that advisors build out for their practices is an onboarding welcome sequence. So this can be great to really create a sticky relationship with clients off the bat. That onboarding sequence would usually be a set of 5 to 7 automated emails that go out once someone actually becomes a client. So you either put a tag on them within your email system that starts to generate that sequence or that workflow. But essentially what it would do is you'd create a set of 5 to 7 emails over the course of a few weeks. So you don't want one to hit them every day. It's not like the form fill, right? These people are just getting to know you. They're just starting to work with you, but you want to make sure that you keep your cadence up to actually introduce them to the firm and what you do. So essentially the first email could be, welcoming them to the firm, what they can expect from you as an advisor, what kind of information. The second could be, where they can find information and content on your site or what you'll be sending them on a regular basis, and then linking to some of your most popular pieces, really leading with value on that second one as well as that third one. So the second and third emails are talking through, the biggest educational topics that you're talking about with clients, whether it's relating to retirement income or if you're going after entrepreneurs, looking out for stock options or understanding how their equity should work within a business. The third or fourth email should really start to break down what they need to actually tackle within their first few weeks as a client, more tactically. So that can be in one email, that can be in a few emails, but essentially this welcome sequence gets them to a place where they're not only hearing from you over the course of a couple weeks, but they're also able to get a lot of good value add information, and you're able to point them to a lot of places to where they can find the information that you're providing on a regular basis. And then the third automated sequence you recommend is that it's essentially like an event or an asset sequence, which basically, if they sign up for an event, a webinar, or watch a replay, you have an automated sequence that goes out to either hit them with registration reminders or you have a sequence that goes out to hit them with value add post watch on the replay. This is another example is if they download a guide or a checklist on your site, you have a set of sequences or a set of emails that go out over time. This is the higher up in the funnel sequence that you want to deploy. So these people aren't necessarily looking to book a meeting. They're not necessarily looking to have a conversation yet. So you have to get them to that point. So if someone fills out an event form or a guide form, this should really hit them with a set of emails, 3, 4, 5 emails over the course of a few weeks, and really root those in value add based on the topic that you actually covered. So if you're doing a webinar on retirement income, you're hitting them with a set of 3 or 4 emails based on retirement income, what they can do to either boost their retirement income, optimize taxes, things like that, to essentially be able to educate them. And at the end, your last email could provide a call to action to have a conversation, but really coming off an event sign up or event watch or an asset download, you don't necessarily want to hit them with, let's book a meeting right away, because you're going to immediately turn that individual off. And that's what we've seen in our data. So those are the 3 email sequences we usually recommend advisors to build out for the practice.